The first composition I found here, excuse my hair, the wind gods do not love me today, but I found these trees here that I thought I'd take a shot of. I just really love it because it's just this little patch of forest just isolated from like the whole rest of the forest around it. It's just a little patch just right there in the middle of nowhere, really, so it really stands out nicely. And we've got the mountains in the background kind of framing it with the foreground there, the lights hitting it super nicely, and just like there's a lot of elements going on that just draw your eye to that to those trees. There's some cool little clouds going on in the background too. I might actually wait out here a little bit and wait for this cloud, see if it goes over there a little bit. I think that would just add the tiny bit of interest that this image needs to really be something. So we're gonna wait that out, see what happens. Not entirely happy with this image, but I don't know, it stood out to me, so I thought I'd see what I could do with it. Hey, so I did not wait for that cloud. I just took a shot of it, and then I figured when I get home and I'm processing these images, holy shit, look at that, that's so pretty. Sorry, I know I've already showed you that view, but it's nice. Anyway, I just figured when I get home and I'm processing those images, if I think the image would benefit from having the cloud in the top, I'll just edit it in. And that's the thing, like a lot of photographers, I don't know about a lot, but some photographers definitely kind of look down on merging images like that or doing really heavy edits. And I think the most important thing to keep in mind is you just gotta ask yourself, like, as a photographer, what are your values? Like, what do you enjoy doing? Because for me, photography is just 50% of it, really. Editing is the other 50%. I really enjoy editing as well, because I feel like when you're editing, that's where you can just really bring out whatever emotion you want to bring out of the image, and where you can just really hone in on telling a certain story visually, especially if you just don't give yourself any limits and you just let your creativity do what it wants to do. So yeah, and some people may hate editing and want to keep it to a minimum, and that's fine too. You just got to figure out, like, what is it you like? What do you like to do? Because for me, it's really storytelling, and I find both photography and editing are really great mediums to tell stories with. Taken a few shots here. I've been stopped here for like 20 minutes just looking around at compositions. What first caught my eye when I came up over the hill was, where is it? Yeah. right, oh my god, where am I? Right over here. These mountains are just like, with the sun, oh look, my ears are red, that's so cool. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. These mountains are just like, because of the haze in the sun, are just layered really nicely. Like you can really differentiate the, like Mountain 1, Mountain 2, Mountain 3, they're all different levels of darkness. And it just looks really pretty. So that was my first subject, and I took a few different shots here. One, I noticed there was this cool little twisted tree that just kind of like twists and gnarls its way up, leading your eye like right into the mountains over there. And I thought that was really cool. So I lined up a composition for that too, so that the mountains were off in the corner, just to balance out the image, because there was a lot of stuff happening in the other side of the frame. And also works with the rule of thirds kind of compositional rule. And then I had this thing lead your eye up into the mountains as well, so that the end branches were pointing right at the end into the mountains. And I like that shot. I don't know how well it's gonna work though, because the lighting was kind of dappled when I took it. And down here you can see there's a lot of just dead stick on the ground that's just kind of like taking your attention away from the dead stick I want you to be focusing on. And I can edit it out in Photoshop. Really, it's a lot of work, so just the question is going to be like, is it worth it? And then the final image I took of the mountains, I zoomed right in close onto the mountains for a really simple composition, but there were the trees right under them right there have really nice light on them, so it's a good foreground element to draw you in, and it's also pointing up at the mountains, kind of leading your eye in there. So that was nice. That might end up being the one I like the most. It's really simple, but sometimes simple is better, because scenes can get a little busy if you try and add too much stuff. So, you know, adding stuff can make or break the image, is what I'm trying to say. It's getting a little late, so I might just go up a bit farther, see what I can see, then eat a sandwich and go back down. This is not photography related. This is a damn good sandwich. Like, I don't know why, but peanut butter and jam sandwiches, when you're hiking, oh, holy shit, godsend. I don't even really like them that much. They just taste so good when you've like been hiking all day. Ugh. I'm sorry. I don't know who needed to hear that, but like, I just feel like this is information everyone needs to have in their life. So, you're welcome. So I'm up as far as I've ever gone on this mountain, and I've been taking a few shots around in this area. Whatever ones I end up liking, I'll put in when I'm done talking here. But what I have set up here is, I think the best shot I've taken on this trip so far. And so what I've got set up, I've got my camera set up on a tripod here, and I've got my bag hanging on it, because my tripod kept falling over, so just using the bag as a counterweight. So what's happening here is I've set my camera up so that like just through here there's this opening of an arm of the lake with a cool little island right down there, and just the layers are super awesome because we've got like the island is framed between like this darker hill right here, and then there's the lighter mountains in the background that are just like framing the mountain quite nicely. The clouds up there are looking really cool. They're getting some evening light on them, and just looking like nice and dramatic and wispy. And then I've set my camera up down low because there's some really beautiful light hitting these leaves down here, and because of that foreground element, we've got just a lot of layers, like with that dark mountain and everything, just slowly drawing your eye into that island and into the inlet there. As far as my camera goes, I put a polarizing filter on because in the sunlight there's like a lot of glare on the leaves, and the polarizer just helps cut out that glare. And the reason you want to do that is, or at least why I like to do it, is because me personally, I find that the glare on the leaves often is like very, very bright in comparison to everything else in the image. So it just kind of becomes overpowering. Sorry to cut you off, Lucas. Editing Lucas here. I'm just letting you guys know that, like, at this point in the video, the wind just absolutely consumed my microphone. So I had to cut out, like, a big portion of this clip, and I'm just putting this video in here just because, like, without it, the transition doesn't really make sense. So that's why all of a sudden I'm talking about something else. So the wind's insane, so I'm gonna head back down here soon. I should go back down if I want to be down before dark. So something worth mentioning that I've been doing throughout this photo shoot, and also do on like basically every photo shoot I go on, is whenever I see a cool cloud or there's something interesting going on in the sky, like the moon or a nice sunset, I'll just snap some quick pictures just of the cloud or the moon or whatever it is, and then I save them to a file on my laptop just called Skies. And the reason for that is, like, all these shots on their own aren't really anything special, but when I have them all in that folder there, I can go back to them and cut out elements and use them in other photos that I think could benefit from having a cool cloud somewhere, or the moon, or stars, or sunsets, or whatever. Helps in the editing process a lot. Sorry, I just put this on in case it got a little too dark on the way coming down, but I'm almost back at the trailhead now, and so yeah, I guess that's the end of this first photography vlog. So thanks for coming along. I'm gonna take this off. This looks dumb and I'm almost back at the car. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys want me to cover in my next videos, like anything. Just let me know what you want to see from me. More like editing type videos, more stuff like this, videos of my dog. Like, just let me know. I have a pug. He's pretty cute. I could do that. Just let me know. Let me know what you want to see. I appreciate all of y'all tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.